So what do we have on the schedule today? Today is.
Oh. I don't know where the other version is.
I don't know. Lost
We've
our
got
schedule.
this one.
Okay, try and make do with that. So I think there's the 10 to 13-year-old white to orange today, possibly at 5 o'clock. No, today's Tuesday, isn't it? Not 5 o'clock today. 10 to 13-year-old red to junior black belts today at 5 p.m. Then at 6 p.m. we have Tai Chi. Then at 7 we have the teen and adult beginner class. And then at 8 p.m. will be the brown and black belt class.
Yep.
The Tai Chi and black belt. Yes. Are you coming to Tai Chi today, Debbie? You guys are all invited. I know everyone that's in the comments here is registered for the online schedule, so you're all welcome to join us.
Is that without paying an additional fee?
Yes. Awesome, Debbie. Look forward to seeing you there.
Hello, Mr. Dunn. Hello, Debbie. I don't know if I had a chance to say hello.
You got anything else today?
Just saying hi.
Just saying hi today. Not a whole lot going on.
No, we're busy working. We have to make phone calls and get through our entire database of students to let them know about our June 1st start with our new official online training that matches our in-class training. Hi, Bendy. So we have to notify that and connect with over 200 students. So that's going to take a while.
Actually, I have a favor to ask for all of our students. I'm going to try and do like a selfie kind of shot in all my classes, just showing the TV screen with everyone that's on the Zoom and doing a shout out to all the students that are training online and making that extra effort to continue their training rather than, you know, taking a vacation. So if you're on the if you're available to be on the Zoom call, maybe even if it's not technically your adult class, like if you're brown belt or whatever wants to be in on the white belt screen, you know, just to have extra faces there, you're welcome to do that. I know some of you guys have been watching the webinar anyway to get in extra workouts. But yeah, I'd love to get some photos, maybe a quick video saying hi to everybody, and help encourage all of our other students to jump on the bandwagon, as it were, right? Because they are missing out, right? Just because you can't come to us doesn't mean we can't come to you.
Yep.
So
our entire program is revamped now, so that progress will happen. We're going to be up and running. So we want to make it available to everybody and accessible, and then we will change as is necessary. So we would like to get the word out and get people in class.
And I encourage all of you guys, everyone that's watching the video right now, and you're in the comments. I mean, most of you guys a lot of you guys already have one, but if you haven't got your MyZone tracker yet, please get one. It's totally worth it. From the feedback that you get from it, to know, you know, be able to track your workouts accurately and know that you're putting in the effort that you need to throughout the month for your own health and wellness. It also helps us coach you remotely, right? Because we know That way we get feedback on your workouts so that we know if you're doing enough or not, or
Too much.
Too much, yeah, right? And it allows us to coach you better.
Yep.
We can even send you, like, if we see workouts that are awesome, we can send you kudos or give you hints or tips, right? And you have the ability to, friend and follow other MyZone tracker users, even people that aren't at the dojo. If they have a MyZone, if you have other friends at other gyms, that you want to interact with, you can follow and chat with them and compare your workouts and show off. So it's a great motivation tool for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, there's the prizes.
Oh, yes, those are really good.
Prizes always help.
Yep. So tonight is the brown and black belt class at 8 p.m. So we are going to be doing some exercises in the class. So the train until you can't, rest until you can motto is going to be the same. Exercises are slightly different. If you have some dumbbells that you'd like to have handy, if you don't, they're not required. We're just going to be doing one exercise that's a bent over row that you can use a weight if you'd like. So ladies, depending on whether you've been lifting weights or not, you can go to about a 10 or 15 pound. Guys, you can go higher. It depends on what you have. If you have nothing, you can use a soup can. You can use a water bottle. You can put something in your hand if you'd like. If you have resistance bands, you can bring those. Okay, so, but like I said, if you have nothing, that's fine. We're just going to squeeze at the top, and we can just be doing our own body weight without the weight. Okay, so we just need that for one of the exercises. Make sure you're hydrated, make sure you're eating properly. Okay, we're gonna have a great class. Any questions?
Oh, I did have a quick update while we're waiting for questions to come in on the whole phone situation. So it wasn't my fault. I got an email today saying, well, it might have sort of been, but I requested a name change, like a username change on the system, and they said that the username was already existing, and then later my troubles all started. But in actual fact, they did allow the name change, so I wasn't using the right name. So it wasn't my fault.
I just have to check something on my phone. I never got my call from straight.
So do we have any questions today? We didn't do any philosophy today, but it's been so busy the last couple of days, so we haven't had a chance to read any books. Is the weight going to involve shoulders? I'll have to wait for Sensei Creighton to come back to answer that one. I'm not teaching that class. I get kicked off from class after 40 minutes or so. Yeah, I don't know why that is. You shouldn't be getting kicked off, because if there's a time limit, it would be on our end. That being said, you can always rejoin the call. Because I think the way it works is once we let you in from the guest room, or whatever they call that, the waiting room, once we've accepted you into the actual call, if you leave and then rejoin, it puts you into the call automatically, I believe. So just sign back in again. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's maybe an internet issue on your end, because obviously the meeting's still going on. So
That's probably your internet, yeah. Yep.
Miss Bauer was wondering if the weight is going to involve shoulders.
So these are bent over rows, but there is shoulder involvement, obviously, just because of the lever system that's going on. So this is not a shoulder workout, but you're going to feel your shoulders anytime, unless you're isolating biceps. So there's going to be hinging at the shoulder up and down. So I guess the short answer is yes. So I don't think you need to use a 5 pound. I think you can get away with a 10 pound, 10 or 15, but stick with 10 if you've got 10. And then Ben Deep has to rejoin at 40 minutes. Does that have anything to do with this?
No, I don't think so. Otherwise, it'd be happening to everybody.
That's weird.
Got all the questions. We answered everything. You're welcome, Debbie.
No problem. So we'll have a phone line soon?
Hopefully, yeah.
Good. That would be great.
Yeah.
Currently, I'm phoning from my cell phone.
Yeah.
10s should be fine. And if your shoulders bother you, you're not going to do the weights. You're just going to do, I'll show you when we're in class.
Yeah. Or you could just use like a water bottle.
Depends.
Something light.
Yeah.
If you drink it as you go, it gets lighter.
Yeah. You could actually use this water bottle that's a 5 pound, but you just have to fill it full.
Do they need 2 at a time or?
No, just one.
Just one?
One.
Yeah, so that water bottle would be perfect. If you don't have a 5 pound weight, you can always use the water bottle.
Yeah.
The big one.
And like I said, you don't have to kill yourself to find any weight. This doesn't matter the nature of the workout. You don't have to have a weight.
Yeah, you can do it without a weight.
Yeah. Just do the motion. Yeah, just keep them all close by, Debbie, in case you feel like you have to shift them. Because remember, it's you're going to be doing the exercise within a 45-second time period until you can't anymore, and then you're going to rest and honorably rest, meaning you're not just resting minimally, you're resting completely pretty much before you get back in, or until you feel like you can do it again.
Yeah, and Sensei Creighton and I were talking about this exercise after last week, and one of the things that we saw was people struggling to keep up with the class or struggling to last as long as they can. And that's not the idea of the exercise. If anything, you want to go the opposite. You want to be the first one. You want to go as hard as you can to be the first one that can't do anymore.
Yeah.
And then once that happens, stop and rest as long as you need to.
Until you can explode into it again.
Until you can do it again, the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? And if you're not there yet and the next exercise starts up, don't start. Just keep waiting.
Yeah.
Keep resting. Right? And then as soon as you can, boom, pump through it with your goal of being the first one to burn out.
Yeah.
Right? It's not about lasting as long. It's not a marathon run. It's a sprint. Right? And if you have to stop, that just means that you were working harder than everybody else. If you need that in your head to think of it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're managing to get through all the exercises, no problem. What's happened is that's great, but you're pacing yourself. You're working out like you normally do. You're not pushing yourself to your max. Certainly there's going to be, and I'll let you guys know, there's going to be more explosive-like exercises where it's not necessarily about going fast. It's about, if we're doing squat jumps, then it's about making sure that you're pushing off your heels as hard as you can with all of your might. If that makes sense. So it's going to take some time to wrap your heads around it. It's a different mindset.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're able to do all the exercises for the full time that it's being done, you're not working hard enough.
Yeah, because it's not compared to anyone else. You've got to push yourself to your end.
Yeah. But like I said, if you need to compare yourself to someone, try to finish before everybody else.
Push yourself
if you need that kind of competitive spirit, then err on the side of being the first one done rather than
without being silly, without hurting yourself.
Go as fast as you can while maintaining form. Just like when we practice.
Sorry, it's not about speed. So just so you know, you're saying fast.
No, I mean,
yeah,
you know,
as hard
as you can without breaking form.
Yeah.
Just like when we practice kata, right? We move as quickly as we can and as determined as we can without breaking the proper technique.
Yeah, so that's it for me.
It's for me too. Any other questions before we go?
Bandeep, how are you feeling?
She's okay.
I don't know if that's what she's referring to.
I don't know. Yeah, if that was the answer to your question.
I don't think so.
To my comment.
It was your comment because we have that delay.
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear that you're feeling actually better today. Fantastic. It was great having you on the guided meditation this morning. So Annie, without being in my class, for me to coach in this specific way, no. You've got to just follow the instructions of the instructor at the time, because we all have our different goals. So whatever is required. If you're doing, like, you're usually teaching the white belt class?
Adult beginner class I teach, yeah.
Yeah, so she's asking, can she do, she gets a lower count of exercise during class, meaning, I'm assuming she means on her monitor.
Mm-hmm.
So can she be doing the same thing like the higher belts in her class, if she can do it?
So I usually give a workout number for exercises like that. The end of the warm-up is a little different based on belt level. If you feel like you can do a higher number in the same amount of time, feel free. Or you can just do the number that I give you for your belt level and do them as technically correct as possible, so that you're making it more difficult that way. But if you're not feeling it, you can always bump up to the next belt level within that class, right? So if I give like white to yellow a certain number and then orange to whatever, a higher number, you can do that, as long as it's not causing you to do your push-ups or sit-ups worse.
Right, and this is going to be, so this particular My Zone belt is really monitoring its results and the numbers that you're getting based on your heart health. So the more fit your heart becomes, you may not be exerting yourself that much and not burning a lot of calories, but having very good recovery time. So you can't get too caught up on either seeing how many calories you're burning or what your MEPs are. Like, you want to have those as motivation, but it is a different way of utilizing it. So just because your numbers are lower doesn't actually mean that you're not getting actually a very good heart workout. Just depends. So it takes some time to understand that.
And generally speaking, because part of our karate class is also educational, not just working out, you're never going to get the same amount of calorie burn and MEP count as you would in a straight gym kind of workout, or if you're hop on a treadmill. And I mean, if you want high MEPs and high calorie burn, you hop on a treadmill and just run for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
You know, get your heart rate up into the yellow for 12, 13 minutes at a time, and you'll kill the points.
Yeah.
Right. But you're not really learning anything either. So
yeah, so you want to have all different kinds of training in your schedule, right? So karate training, like you said, has that education, especially in the early belts. You need to get your foundation. So Annie, based on what I'm seeing in and what you're doing, you are fantastic. So
Yeah.
you don't really need to be
I don't think you
working
have to
out
worry.
harder or at all, honestly.
Yeah.
Like you've got high levels of results, like in the numbers, and then, you know, pick a result that you want for your body and for your mind and your emotions, maybe. Like not just the body. Like, are you looking to get stronger, you know, physically? Do you want to be able to walk the dog longer? Do you want to feel, do you want to, you know, I don't know, do you want to have definition in your muscles? It's things like that. Yeah, the squats and sit-ups won't necessarily get you higher calories or higher MEPs if your heart's efficient, because it depends on how much your heart rate's affected by the squats and the sit-ups. So,
but like I said before, if you're finding the number of squats and sit-ups I gave you easy, you're welcome to do more. You can do what the higher belts are doing, yes. As long as you are still able to do those squats and sit-ups properly.
Yeah. And you'll correct her, or can you see her? Or
Yeah,
is she on
usually.
Okay.
Usually.
Yeah.
Yeah, she comes on screen.
So hopefully that makes sense. Oh, hey, Bandeep, I just saw your comment. Yeah, I know. Good for you for coming to the meditation anyway. And then you felt better and energetic after. That's fantastic. That's really great. I mean, that's a perfect example of self-discipline and having a disciplined mindset. And then you felt better after. So kudos to you. Well done. Well done.
Yeah. And self-discipline is our word of the month.
Yeah. For the kids.
What we're talking about.
And for us.
For everybody.
Yep.
Everyone needs to practice self-discipline. It's a necessary component of being a mature person.
Yes.
Yeah.
And makes for more success.
Assuming you have goals, right? If you don't have goals, then it doesn't really matter. People won't like you too much, but
yeah,
you know, it's one of those characteristics that everybody can develop, and the more we practice it and the more we implement it, the more positive effect there is in our life.
Yes. And you know, one of the important things to remember with that is if you're constantly implementing self-discipline to a point where if you fall off track for one reason or another and you end up having negative thoughts about it, then that's not good either. So you want to have a balance of being self-disciplined and adaptable to the situations that come at you. So if you had to skip a meditation for one reason or another because you just couldn't, that would be okay too, as long as it's not habitual and you're out of your routine and out of what makes you feel good.
Okay, guys, we are going to sign off. It was great chatting with everybody.
Yeah.
Again, as always, if you have any personal questions about your membership, training, anything like that, please email us at milton@amadojo.com. Like we said, we are going to be offering ongoing video training through the website and referral rewards. So if you have friends and family that want to try karate out, you can refer them to us, and we will make sure that you get credit for that.
Yep.
And with that note.
And Bandeep's like #May, #MyZone, #meditation, #martial arts. Yes.
That's awesome.
Love it.
All right, guys, signing off.
Okay. See you guys later.
Have a great day. We'll see you later.
Bye.